beautiful SeeAsia. Hey, I was debating if I wanted to do a video about this, but I'm gonna do my best to keep it simple. I see it's a big uproar on Facebook. I did a previous shot where I was going into the history of it all. But if you're watching this video, more than likely you are in tune. And if not, you might have to do your own homework and research. But there was a Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival, an annual event that takes place in Brooklyn, and I usually attend. I usually go. I didn't go this year. And one of the most controversial buzzes that's been on the internet this week, depending on what community you're in, and the community I'm in, was the fact that Electronica and Jay-Z was in attendance there. But not only were they in attendance, Jay-Z had on the controversial universal flag because he didn't go through his rites of passage. He didn't stand on his square. He didn't prove that he is worthy of that flag. He never went amongst the gods to get permission could he wear that flag, although being God is a birthright. But he did. He wears the universal flag, which I guess it represents a nation still, and it's the nation that he didn't stand before. And then you have Electronica, who had on the FOI, Fruit of Islam suit, and same thing with him. You know, he hasn't gone through any formal indoctrination to be a part of that movement as well either. But it wasn't just that in terms of him, those two factors. That's two factors that's causing controversy, but also that Jay-Z passed his chain on the universal flag and he gave it put it around the neck the same way he does his chain like The Rock. So he passed his chain on like he do the Rock chain, and it's uproar because it's like, you did this in front of people. Not only did y'all do this without any, discussion with the heads of state in these groups, but what are you saying? Like what is this? What kind of ritual is that done on stage without any questioning about if any of these brothers know their history, their degrees, their lessons? And that's the big deal. You know what I mean? That there was something like this happening, taking place at an event, and it seemed to be without permission of those who take these cultures seriously. And I definitely could understand that stance. It is a valid argument, you know what I mean? Because there are actually brothers and sisters like ourselves who have gone through blood, sweat, and tears and out of love too, for the communities that have brought us the level of intelligence where we are, or at least introduced it to us where we have furthered our studies. So I respect that. I salute it in the whole nine. But everything has a dual, or not even a dual, it's multi-purpose. And this is the other idea of it, is that Electronica have a photo of him having a Moor t-shirt from Moors. He had on a universal flag, with the nation of gods and earth, and then he also had on an FOI suit. And there are brothers and sisters that are saying we are not unified with these people. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing for you to make this statement, and then you make a statement without our consent? It causes confusion. But see, here's the thing: when you are on your deen, regardless to whom or what try to exploit it, they can't. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what, even our black asses will protect Pepsi's logo if we seen it being exploited. You understand what I'm saying? If we seen Coca-Cola or Kodak or Canon's logo or symbol being exploited, or Starbucks, we actually step up for them and withstand for the damn corporation themselves, our black asses. But that's the thing. If you are doing what your nation represents, its protocols to the T, there would be no confrontation. There would be no way that someone could even demean or dismiss your cause or your purpose. There's no way. You have your bylaws, you have your protocols that you live by, you live by them, in unison with your other brothers and sisters who are under that banner, and there's no confusion. But here's the thing: with these brothers now putting it out there, this universal flag, the world now knows, or the FOI suit, if your group or movement have been hush-hush, it's not at this point. Now people are going to go home and do their homework to find out, well, what does this flag represent? If, like one of the brothers said to me today, if the Chinese didn't already go ahead and duplicate it and black market it and put that shit downtown and wholesale in New York as it is on Broadway, now it's for sale and anybody could wear it. I mean, anybody could wear it. But here's the key: people are going to do their research as to what it means. And when they come and revisit, and they have to go on the internet, and they have to figure out, well, what kind of uniform is Electronica wearing? When they do their homework on the Nation of Islam, will you be proud? Are you a person that when they go and do their part of researching the universal flag, can you say your nation is in strong reputation where it cannot be diminished, it cannot be exploited, it cannot be looked bad upon? Is there a fear that when people go digging for skeletons, and that it's out there because these are universal movements? You understand what I'm saying? These are movements that are supposed to be open for education, and then when those people come and be open for education, they get told what they are, who they are, where we are, how we are. That is public information. You can't control that. The real point is, where are you in your stance? When you see an Asian man coming up inside of your school or in your mosque with your suit on, or a t-shirt with the Moors on it, or with the universal flag, can they really say, you know, I'm really trying to find information out? Is there an actual center that I can go to in each city? I plan on traveling to Denver. Is there a school that I can go to in Memphis? Is there land? Is there any way that I can contribute? Is there any place where I can actually say that I can bring my children, or some of us, to be educated, where we can be sound in the ideology of what these nations represent? Because regardless of whom or what, you cannot stop knowledge from spreading. You can't stop trends from spreading. We were okay with these trends being in hip-hop before and in the past, and it was no issue and no problem. Well, hip-hop brought it back to light again. You may not like the quote-unquote vices of these brothers, whether it's dating a white girl who is with the bloodline that who finances a lot of confusion on the planet Earth, true indeed, or you may not like the rumors of homosexuality between some of them, or whatever it is that you hear, or their belongingship or oaths with evil organizations. But here's the thing. Depending on, and I'm going to wrap it up with this because it's really a deeper building this, but I'm just bringing a general idea to you, for you to question upon yourself, your duties, the way you're living, and are you representing the nation that you are up in arms about, and do you really have a problem with unity, okay? The symbolism of unity. Jay-Z, for example, is at a different rank and file, okay? He is a wealthy man. This is how we wrap this up. He is a wealthy man. You don't like his quote-unquote controversial vices. Sometimes I don't either. And whether that's gentrification, whether that's exploitation, whether that's disloyalty to his rock movement, whatever we've heard about this man, right? Think about it though. Gentrification, stocks in prisons, whatever this man may do as a businessman, it's not your rank and file if you're an average man. You're working for the same companies and corporations that actually he is probably invested with and in. You are at a different rank and file. You're an employee. But his rank and file may be as a business partnership, meaning that no matter what level of GOD you're at, whether you're a poor righteous teacher or a rich one, at the end of the day, we all got devilishment, and I'm not making no justification. I'm just saying the thing that you don't like the most about this human being, this person, is at his rank and file. He's a billionaire or close to a billionaire. So the things you're not going to like about Jay-Z is going to be buying up or selling an entire neighborhood, whereas yours may be doing dope. His may be, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with white folks that you find creepy and weird. Some people may look at your crew as something poor, broke, and unrighteous or unholy. That's at the rank and file of a man with money. That's at rank and file of a man who fills stadiums versus a man who fills out a corner. There's a difference. So, you know, I need us to really, you know, it's more to this, but I just want us to have a more of a broader perspective before we go making verdicts in terms of where you are honestly at your life and representation of the nations that you're in controversy with, and also just making sure that you're doing your part and stop being distracted by things that you cannot control. The only thing you can control is your universe. That is what you can guarantee that you can control. And if a million of us exemplify at our greatest in our own siphon universe, none of these people become relevant. Your dissatisfaction is based on you and your peers not doing their job. You are afraid that, and then, as it was said today, and this is it, this is the wrap. If somebody was to pull the covers on any of these nations and communities that's being discussed, and people are not satisfactory to the history or the present condition or state that they're in based on this flag, you're going to call for the same people to help bail you out. You're going to call for a public representative of these communities and nations to speak good about it. You're going to call the very people that you're attacking, that you don't want to unify with, to bring you unity when it's time to show and prove or advocate that you are worthy of said noise or argument or debate, and not to be dishonored or be, you know what I'm saying, humiliated or attacked or exploited by a group of people such as the ones we're talking about. So just make sure you're doing your part. You know what I'm saying? We got jobs to do, and when we all doing them collectively, you'll know nobody can take no flag from you. You become the flag. You become the star. You become the crescent. You become the moon. You become the oneness of your symbol, of the symbolism of the doctrine that you represent strongly for. So with that being said, beautiful SeeAsia, I will all of us peace, love, and happiness, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that, you know, we just, you know, have a greater understanding before we cause more confusion than the ones that we're attacking that cause confusion. You become the enemy if you hate them that bad enough. Peace.